of La Penta. This is WICR.
And we are back to In the Cut with my friend Benzino the Hero and I, Rob Jiggity.
Rob Jiggity, Benzino the Hero, back on the ones and twos. In the Cut, WICR. Follow us on Ustream. Look us up on YouTube, WICR. A bunch of shows here. And this is In the Cut, correct?
Yeah.
What does In the Cut mean?
We are here. We are in the cut. We are valid right now.
You know where we at. You know where we be. This is we in the stew.
This is the stew. This is the dojo. This is the
dojo. The dojo.
We do this, man. We does this.
We does this. And on this segment of In the Cut, Jiggity and I, if you haven't know, we've been friends since the 6th grade. That's history right there. Right?
Trapping hard since the 6th grade.
Yeah. We've been friends since the 6th grade. With the maid. And we hella paid. Yeah. Even though we're really not. Because it's not off the top. Because on this segment of In the Cut, Rob Jiggity and I, we like to argue, we like to banter back and forth, hoot and holler, you could say.
Yeah.
And we have a segment that we have a topic and we have a segment. But on this segment, the topic is, why are daps important? And that, my friends, can get us charged up.
Here we go!
I'm charged up. I'm charged up.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No! This is Patrick!
See, why are daps so important? Why?
Well, it goes back to
the ancient time? How far does it go back? What? First of all, to the viewers, what is a dap?
A dap is a handshake with certain rhythms and patterns that just shows people how creative you are. That's basically it.
I think, well, my definition of a dap, a formal dap, is just a regular hello, how are you?
Yeah.
When you're saying hello, how are you? Or, excuse me, yo, what up? How's everything? Cool and I were. You would grab somebody's hand, and it's not a formal handshake. A formal dap, if you see the screen, just like that.
Yeah.
What's up? How's everything? How you doing?
Yeah.
That's what a formal dap is. Now, me and Jiggity have a dap.
Yep.
It's pretty, what we came up 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Friends since 6th grade, dap since 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, when we're greeting somebody we don't know, it's respectful to dap. That's just me. Like, even though you don't know him, so say Rob has a friend I don't know, but he's with Rob, you gotta dap him up.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
have to. But when daps go wrong, you know when like the Amanda Bynes shows when like stuff when goes wrong. So when daps go wrong, it leaves both people in a state of flux.
Yeah.
You know what? Can you describe the state of flux?
All right, it could happen in a couple of ways. When they think you're going in for a handshake, and you going for a dap, their hand is stiff and your hand is
curled.
It's curled. It's like, I don't know if you can see my hands on the screen, but it's like
in the cut.
It's just a awkward exchange.
Also, when daps are too long,
yeah,
you know, not even if you're in. Once you did the dap and you curled up the hands, you can come down for a second, but then you let go.
Yeah.
But if you stay there a little bit too long, what, you about to play thumb war? You know,
it's just like they won't let you go.
They
like
won't let you go.
I got things to do. I'm trying to get to class. Like,
and then a dap that really kind of keeps me in a state of flux when the dap just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
That's like both people know like the dap didn't go correctly.
Yeah, I just look at him and say, "Yo, do that over."
You gotta redo it. It wasn't.
As Will says, you gotta do a mulligan. You gotta
a mulligan.
Yeah.
He says that.
Sometimes he says that sometimes.
I never heard that from Will, but what I'm saying is, the dap wasn't proper. It wasn't proper dap. You have to redo it. Now, with friends, being creative with the dap is an important thing.
Exactly.
How many daps do you have, Rob, with other people? Daps as in creative daps.
Creative daps. I got one with Terrence.
Okay.
Sean. Chris Kraft. My little sister.
Hey.
And that's pretty much it.
You don't got one with Al?
Oh, Al. Yeah. I'm sorry, Al.
What about you? Got one with Say or nah?
Nah.
8 runs?
Nah.
All right. So people on campus have daps. It's pretty cool. Shout out to the homie Brendan on the 3-man weave. I see this man on campus that's familiar. He has daps with basically every person he comes in contact with.
I'm still trying to link up with him with that.
You still didn't make up a dap with him? Me and Brendan daps pretty it's A1. It's pretty A1. And me and Johnny, oh, I own a campus. Johnny Diaz, Benzino the hero. I think we got the freshest dap on campus.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not
that
even being
fire.
cocky.
That dap is fire.
Not being cocky.
When you do that shoulder joint,
because look, if you don't know, one of the key element of a dap is you do something that connects with the person. It can be creative, but what makes it a dap, a personal dap, it's just you and him. Nobody else has this dap.
Exactly.
That's the thing. And Johnny's from California, right? I'm from New York, so we have a mix of the Fresh Prince, that motion, and the New York style of the dirt off your shoulder.
Yeah. So
we combine the two coasts in our dap. And even Jiggity has quotes from what people said from our dap.
At the women's soccer game the other day.
Uh-huh. You reporting? report on this dap. Let's go.
So Ben and Johnny are dapping each other up like they usually do. I see a fellow behind them.
A fan, you can say.
That says, he turns over to Johnny, says, "Yo, dude, that was fresh."
I'm like, yeah, and even in the basketball court, dude said, that dap's cute and all. That's the quote. That's the quote. I ain't gonna say who said it, but that's the quote. He said it was a cute dap. I would have chose another word, but
yo, I forgot. Shout out to Armand. I got a dap with Armand too.
Nah, I like your dap with Armand. Me and Sean the Prophet, we have a dap.
I like mine and his too.
I like my dap with him. We just found out the other day about our dap, so I guess we're still exploring it. It hasn't been finalized, but when I greet him with what we have.
Word.
What I like to see about when you see daps, me and Rob both like the NBA, big NBA guys here. And when you see team players have daps, so before tip-off, when the clock's counting down to get on the court, what are these players doing?
You see, LeBron had a nice one with James Jones.
James Jones. I like you seen Steven Adams and KD? Is it Steven Adams and KD?
I don't know.
Bruh, it's a formal handshake. No, it's Steve Adams and Collison. It's a formal handshake. So, but it's a hard formal handshake. As in, they go in for the handshake and they just stare at each other. So it's, and they stare at each other. It's a pretty cool dap. Who has a nice dap? I believe Damon Jones and LeBron likes doing his daps with everybody. I noticed that. Wherever he goes, LeBron has daps with his teammates. So when you have, that goes back to the friendship thing. You and that person have that dap.
Yeah.
No, it cannot be duplicated. I have daps with who else I have daps with? A-Run, Say, Chris, Al, Will. Me and Will is just skin. If you know about the 70s, we just giving each other skin. We keep it smoothing. Excuse me, Nick. Okay, it would be easy to say who I don't have daps with. I don't have daps with FG, you, and Franklin. Oddly, the three Hispanic guys. Yeah. Chris and Al, but
I forgot. Shout out to Carlos too. I got a dap with Carlos.
You do?
Yeah, shout out to Carlos.
Yeah, shout out to Carlos in Syracuse.
Yeah, I'll be doing out there. I'll be doing it big out there in Cuse.
What's most important about daps? It's a universal thing.
Yeah.
When you greet somebody, you go in with a dap or a formal handshake. But the handshake part of this aspect of the dap is what makes it universal.
Exactly.
Did that make sense?
It made sense.
It made the proper sense.
So
funny.
Nah, it just I don't know what to say right now. But
Next segment. So what's the moral of the lesson, Rob?
Daps. You have to have daps. That's the moral of the story.
Correct.
This is just...
In the cut, we'll be right back.
WICR, rocking the campus in New Rochelle.